Oh, I guess it's crunch time. Hi, folks. Mao is preparing the goodies. The goodies are almost ready to be consumed, but we must be diligent and patient.
La-dee-da.
La-dee-da. How's everyone this Thursday morning? Cap, since I came upstairs, Cap has been on my lap. So he's like right off screen. And he's just been enjoying himself. Tired? Good. Tired? Oh no, we've got too many tireds already. In all fairness, I also am a little tired. No, like lately we've been doing a really good job of going to bed on time. But last night I stayed up a little bit because I was working on recording Mario, and I was recording a fair bit, more than I normally do. And then our neighbor played music, so that was fun. Also, playing music doesn't cover what was happening. It was the same loop. I realized that last night while I was laying in bed. I was like, this is the same loop. This isn't like music is on shuffle. This is either someone who is very obsessed with like one particular song or something. I don't know. It was just, you hear the same and I'm laying in bed like, certainly it's like gonna change. And I'm like, but again, you know, the thing that bothers me is I'm laying in bed and I'm thinking, how loud must it be? How loud must it be in his house? It must be very loud. Like, frighteningly loud. See, it went on for a while and then it stopped. And I was like, I think it's over. But I don't think it's over. Mao and I thought what happened was, you know, he had been keeping weird hours because maybe he was out of work and then he went back to work. But like, yeah. Anyway. Raisin toast at Waffle House. There are bass notes in my brain. That's how I feel. You should get him some soundproofing for Christmas. Merry Christmas. I've never said anything to you before. We've met the older gentleman who lives next door. I believe it's his father or his stepfather or something. Anyway, yeah. We've taken walks, and I've been hopeful that at some point maybe I would see him outside, and that has not happened. And we have never left a note, so that's on me. That's on me. We should just leave a note. Probably soon. Anyway. Just dump a bunch of rock wall insulation in his driveway. There's so many different ways to approach this problem, but they all boil down to, please stop. Yeah, I should, okay. I'll do it. I'll write a note and then like tape it to the mailbox or something. That's probably fine. Anyway. Oh, thank you, Padawan Becca. I know people are excited for these cinnamon rolls. You're getting the milk before the cinnamon rolls, but you gotta be patient. You don't want to drink all the milk before the cinnamon rolls get here. I'm not having milk. Holy God, those are big.
You saw them yesterday.
I didn't understand. Wow. Wow. How many of these are there? Because this is
There's
one.
12.
Oh my Lord.
We can freeze them.
Oh my God. Okay. That.
And I didn't frost them all because
Well, sure,
then we
yeah.
couldn't freeze them.
Yeah.
So.
Wow, Mallory. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. You are going to give me a toothache.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me do this. Holy crap.
They just came out of the oven.
Coffee.
Wow.
We good?
They're good. Dang. I don't know that I've ever had a homemade cinnamon
Yes, you
roll.
have. I made them when we were dating. Here, in fact, like at your parents' house.
Okay, Mallory. Was that longer than like 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
How on earth would I remember that? Just saying. You know I don't remember the dating times. Mallory, you've just always been here. We've always been together. We've always been married. That's just how it works. It's been too long. I don't remember anything before that. Man, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. And he says, Steven, do you ever get concerned at how bad your memory is? Hide the pain, Harold. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Like Brandon says, don't worry. He films every day to help.
Coffee.
It does help. It helps me remember things like, when did I first meet Thomas?
Mm-hmm.
Or, more recently, what Kit Kats have I eaten? You know, the things you really need to know. This thing is messy. I'm very glad you brought a fork.
Yeah, you're welcome. Rachel brings up a good point. What part of the cinnamon roll is the best? The inside or the outside?
I mean, I think the inside wins that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, Cinnabon,
Coffee.
I remember Cinnabon sold, like, just the inside, you know? Like,
Yeah.
people wanted that. So,
Yes.
yeah, it's clear. We don't even have to run a poll.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a landslide. But I think it's objectively better because it's basically, it's the same thing as the outside, but it's soft.
Yeah.
It's not that the cinnamon roll as a whole is not good. It's great, but like, is the center well, yeah, it's the best part. Of course, it's the best part. Good God.
See, I made these last night.
Yeah.
And then this morning, I did the second rise and baked them, obviously. But I think they would have been better if they were baked last night. Because the second rise did not go as well as the first rise.
What would have changed?
Well, see, they were in the fridge overnight, and the recipe said I could do that,
Yeah.
but they didn't rise as much.
So they should have been bigger?
Yes, puffier.
They didn't need to be bigger. This is fine. They didn't need to be that big. No, too big.
Too big.
This is very dramatic music.
Yeah, it is.
They could have risen bigger. Brrr. I made that noise. Kepler didn't physically move, but his eyes went.
Poor baby. Did you hear they
Scary
mowed this
music.
morning too? Okay.
No, but I got an email that they did.
Uh-huh.
I woke up and it was like, your lawn was mowed. And I was like, it's 8 in the morning. So they must have did it at like
7:45.
I slept through that because I was a tired boy.
Mm-hmm.
I was very much a tired boy. And I cannot...
I may have put a little too much frosting on mine.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. This is drowning.
I didn't know how much.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just saying that there's a lot here. There's a lot here. Also, there's some big news from since Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was some other stuff announced too, but Pokémon Snap.
I'm excited about that.
I am excited about Pokémon Snap. I'm like, I forgot there was a Pokemon Direct thing. I didn't watch it. And I don't really watch them because it's Pokemon and like, it's not that I dislike Pokemon, but like I don't know what's going on in Pokemon. I don't keep up with all that. So I just saw the tweets come out. And it was like, Pokemon Snap. And I'm like, finally they're doing something with that. There's also, just to briefly hit on it, there's also the Pokemon Smile game, which is not anything I could have ever predicted. Brush your teeth and catch the Pokemon. I'm like, okay, sure. And then there's some other stuff. But Pokemon Snap was the thing I was most interested in.
Oh, I'm glad I did not put as much sugar in my coffee as I normally do.
You should have had your coffee black this morning.
No.
This thing is so sweet.
I have like a fourth of the sugar I normally use, so.
Anyway.
Big Kepler yawn. But yeah, I set my alarm this morning so I could proof the cinnamon rolls, and I took them out of the fridge to warm up, and Kepler decided that it was eat time, so I couldn't go back to bed. And then they started mowing, and I'm like, I'll just play Animal Crossing.
I mean, that's fun. Wario asked what percentage of Pokemon have teeth. I only know the ones from Smash. That would be a fun video. I redraw all the Pokemon from Red and Blue, and then I have to remember if they have teeth or not. That'd be hard. That'd be so hard.
Some of them were drawn with teeth.
Well, that's what I mean. How would I remember? I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, there's the milk. Becca again with the 10 subs. Becca, thank you. Also,
I should have poured a glass of milk.
I
with
was
my
talking
cinnamon.
about that. I was like, yeah, I don't like that, but you do, and most people
I
do.
do.
Most people, if they're having a sweet, they want milk with it.
I kind of want to go get a glass of milk now.
You're an adult.
I know I am.
Do whatever you want. Because you know I ain't going to drink it.
Oh, I know. It's 1%. Ugh.
1%. Oh, no. We normally get 0%, so this is 1% different than 0%. It's fun. Anyway, I'm excited about Pokemon Snap. It would, I think one of the cool things is that, you know, in this era, they're undoubtedly going to give us the ability to share. I mean, you can do it from the Switch with just a button, but there's probably going to be some ways to do that in a meaningful way. So, Danny X6 with everyone's got plenty of milk. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. I'll get to reading alerts here in a minute once I'm done with this monstrosity.
Oh.
There's your milk. I really wonder if technology has come far enough where they'll be able to grade you on artistic merit, or if it's still going to be science, whatever.
Percentage of how much Pokemon is in the picture.
Yeah. Is it centered, and is it framed with the Pokemon to be large? Yes, Professor Oak. And that's it. Oh, Florelia, thank you. Man, there's a lot of milk happening. I need to finish this so I can read about all this milk.
Finish your cinnamon roll.
I'm working on it.
This hit the spot. Drinking a glass of milk reminds me of elementary school.
Sorry, Sachi. Are the Pokemon scented? Are they very large in the frame? Does the Pokemon have teeth?
They have to smile.
It's a crossover with Pokemon Smile. In Pokemon Smile, do they only choose Pokemon that have teeth?
The little milk cartons, yes. In Wisconsin, we had a milk break every morning. At like 10 o'clock, they'd bring in a bunch of milk and you could buy it for 15 cents. And every so often, they'd have some chocolate milk and you could pick. But it was mostly all like 2%.
Man. If Pokemon Smile would have come out when I was a kid, I would have done very bad at it. Mm-hmm. Oh, what is it? Ah! Cannot see it. Oh, shoot.
It's about Pokemon Snap.
Taking pictures in Pokemon Snap will keep you awake. You won't want to take a nap. You gotta center it in the frame. That's what you gotta do. Cause Pokemon Professor Oak doesn't care about art, it's true. He doesn't care about art, it's true. I almost did not even see that. I was like, scroll. Also, gosh darn it, I didn't.
You know the new keyboard's been downstairs for
Friday.
A week tomorrow.
A week.
Mm-hmm.
I intended to open it. I forgot again. Anyway. Also, he's Professor Oak. He probably wouldn't care about art. He wants to study Pokemon. And if you were like, look, Professor Oak, I followed the rule of thirds and I have an interesting foreground and background. Look at my use of bokeh. He'd be like, what is that? I can't see this Caterpie.
I used an open aperture so we could show, focus on the Pokemon and, take away the distracting background.
So the good news is that no matter what, if they're allowing us to share photos, it doesn't matter what Professor Oak thinks. All that matters is that you'll be able to share them and be like, look, I took this cool photo. Anyway, that was 5,000 bits from Nixelpad, who also says, days without camera talk, 0. Thank you, Nixelpad. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep the alerts on this end so I can, if that happens, I'll be a little more prepared. It's frightening.
You're almost done, though. That's exciting.
I mean, yeah.
Who cares what Professor thinks when you can get likes?
Shut up, Professor Oak. This is going on Twitter.
Look at all the likes I got on Instagram.
I mean, people are going to post Pokemon pictures on Instagram.
Yeah.
What a world we live in. I'm realizing that there are some people watching that are too young to fully remember and appreciate the original Pokemon Snap.
Mm-hmm.
Did you bring this up?
No.
This is just from some other time?
Yeah, but it looks like we didn't use it.
Okay.
So if you must.
I do. I must. Pokemon Snap, which is over 20 years old. Is it 21? 21. 21 years old. Was a big deal. It was a big deal for me and a lot of other folks. One of the things that made it so interesting is that in Pokemon Snap, it actually hooked up to a special kiosk. And the kiosks were available in Blockbuster Video, which I realize now requires a separate explanation if you're if you're so young that you don't remember Pokemon Snap, you're probably going to be like, a Blockbuster Video, that sounds vaguely familiar. It's a place where you could rent video games for a few days. Anyway, so
They had a kiosk.
They had a kiosk there for Pokemon Snap.
Satsy says also in movies.
Oh yeah, it was primarily for movies.
But you never used it for that.
Not really. Not really. When my family would go, you know, my parents would pick out a movie. I would pick out a game. Everybody wins. But they had this kiosk there, and what you could do is you could bring in your. I think you brought in your cart.
I think so.
Because Pokemon Snap doesn't.
Thomas would know. Is he here?
Pokemon Snap doesn't support the memory card. It was written to the cart. So I think you just brought in your entire cart. So you would you'd take pictures in Pokemon Snap, then you would bring in your actual cartridge, put it into this kiosk, it would load in the photos you take from the game, and then you could print them as stickers.
Were they like full color, or was it
Yes.
like the Game Boy printer?
No, it was
Okay.
full color. They were tiny stickers. I did it.
They were like,
Yeah,
yeah.
they were little tiny things. And I did that. It was really cool.
Do you think he's gonna bug the cinnamon rolls?
I mean, if they smell like frosting, yes.
I mean, they don't smell like frosting because I didn't frost them.
Then,
Because like Rocco likes cinnamon.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna go put him somewhere.
Kepler's not a counter jumper,
I know, but
so he might be
he
fine.
was
But
interested in my mixer when I was mixing them up. Remember?
yeah, it might be worth checking.
Oh, he's taking a drink.
He's a good cat. God, he's a good cat. I didn't spill it. Yes. Anyway, the other thing was it also supported Pokemon Stadium, which was a thing. So I can't remember exactly how that worked, but there was something with Pokemon Stadium. You could bring in Pokemon Stadium or something. Anyway, it was cool. Roland has been trying to get one of those Pokemon Snap kiosks for a long time. He's been trying to get it, but he has been unsuccessful. So I'm hoping that at some point he can get one for the store, because that would be really great. And would I load up Pokemon Snap for the N64 and take photos and take them to the kiosk? Yes. Yes, I would. That would be great. Anyway. It's just great because, you know, back in the day, that was what you would have to do.
Let's sing about Pokemon Smile.
I see on your door that you've got a Christmas wreath. Rip that off because it's time that we talk about some teeth. I'm gonna be doing this for quite a while. You need to be brushing to catch Pikachu in Pokemon Smile. That's how you do it in Pokemon Smile. The Christmas wreath was a weird starter, but my brain was like, find something that rhymes with teeth. And it was like, wreath. And I was like, you got any other words? It was like, no. And like, I'm running out of time. The song's about to start. It's wreath.
Underneath?
Yeah, well, you have a fixation, and that's what it is.
Leaf?
I mean, leaf doesn't technically rhyme with teeth. Could I have forced it? Yeah.
Leaf? Teeth? Bequeath?
Were
It's a
you
good
saying
one, Wario.
leaf and teeth over and over again to make them work?
I was trying to see if they actually rhymed.
F and TH are not the same, therefore they don't rhyme.
Okay.
Breathe? With teeth? Anyway, it's fine. It's fine.
You okay?
Hey, listen. I never said the songs would be good. I just said I'll do them. I'll do the songs.
I mean, that's my theory too.
Wow.
Where I do the first two and then I laugh.
Oh,
and then
you're
I get
talking
the
about
last
you.
One.
I thought you were talking
me.
about me.
No, me.
Okay. That was for Mr. Incredible Noob Lord with the 5,000 bitches that says, sing about Pokemon Smile. What you really asked for was, tell me about Christmas wreaths. Also, look at the beans. Have beans. Not really early beans, actually. They're relatively on time.
Yeah.
On-time beans. Maybe like 5-minute early beans. Patreon.com/StephenGeorgeMalmix. If you choose to support us there, we appreciate it. And now I'm actually going to scroll up here and start reading these 25 minutes in.
You sure you don't want to talk about cinnamon rolls more?
I'm pretty sure.
I got to use my mixer.
Good.
To make the dough and the frosting. I have a new to me mixer that I got 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I never get to use it because I never need it for anything.
Sorry. I mean, you'll get it at some point. Affwad asked if we could show our cat. So, Cat ran down.
He's downstairs. He might be watching the squirrels.
He might show up at some point. Again. He was up here on my lap. And then, why did he leave?
I don't know.
The problem with having a cat for a long time is that when you have a cat, the cat like just exists. So you don't remember when the cat entered your lap. You don't remember when the cat exited your lap. You just know that at some point the cat was on your lap. It's interesting whenever we have like company, like if Dan comes over, because if the cat gets into Dan's lap, this is like a very big event for Dan.
And that happens. Mm-hmm. Kepler would get in people's laps.
Yeah, both Kep and Sagan would get into Dan's lap, and Dan would go, "Oh," and like be really overjoyed by it.
And you can tell he's trying not to move, like.
And it's it's one of those things that's.
I love when that happens.
I like to watch people experience that because I know that means a lot to them. But when you live with the cats, you don't even remember. Like at some points in the day, I'll be working and I'll just look down and there's a cat there, and I'll be like, "Oh, when did you get here?" I have no idea. How long have you been here? I don't know. You've just been here a while. Anyway, 14 months from Fuzzy Pickle 95. Good morning, grandparents. Good morning,
Good
Fuzzy
morning.
Pickle. 16 months from Penguin Frog. Obligatory clever comment. 16. I burped a little. And then again. Yeah, it's over.
What song was this?
I mean, it's from the YouTube audio library. Propeller by Silent Partner.
Sounded familiar.
And then I clicked all the wrong buttons. There we go. At least the keyboard's working until it doesn't. Hey, it's nice that there's a new keyboard.
I know.
It'd be nice if I opened it. 300 bits from Somber Bank. Honk. 500 bits from MochaCat473. I subbed at the very end of Tuesday's stream, and you and Mao pointed out, yes, I am new. I've been watching for a long time, but only just managed to catch a stream live. Thank you guys for being a light in the lives of so many. Aw. Well, I'm glad that you're managing to see some of the stuff live. It's it's different. It's a little different. Sometimes there's cinnamon rolls. Not often, actually. How many?
Very rarely are there
Very rarely.
cinnamon rolls. I just wanted them.
They just want me to
At the
open.
beginning of the pandemic, everyone was like making sourdough bread, and I was like, I don't have enough flour for this. But I can make cinnamon rolls, and then I got everything I needed because I had regular flour, but not enough for sourdough.
I was just asking, like, when have we had cinnamon rolls before on the stream?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably like once or twice.
Yeah.
Folks want me to unbox the keyboard. I make you a deal. I get through alerts, and you remind me. I'll open the keyboard at the end. And it's actually probably good if I do that, because then that part will be done.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, I did it. That'll be our goal for today. Can Steven open it? Yes. Then it'll be open. That seems like a good move. 18 months from Insane in the Rain. 2 Twitch babies. The family is expanding. Congratulations, Carlos, on your 1+. And
Coffee.
And also, thanks for being the background music for so much of Breakfast Stream. I've always enjoyed it. And I'm glad that you're also here. 2,000 bits from Very Macho, who says, Breakfast Stream live, today's gonna be a good day. I think so.
I think so.
I'm gonna need a nap.
And
That part
cinnamon
won't.
roll?
That part, no. How many did you freeze?
I haven't froze any of them yet.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know how often I want these again. It's not that they're not good; they're great.
Oh,
it's
I know.
Just it's so
sweet.
much.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see. Very matcha. Thank you. 300 bits from Paint Chipper says hi and good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, PC. 3 months from Hanaha 777. 3 months. Twitch baby taking its sweet time, but auto resub should help push it along. Hey, you're a third of the way there. Is that how babies work? Not. Yes.
Yes. They break it into trimesters, so you have like a first trimester.
Yes, babies. Things that I know lots about. Babies. I don't know anything about babies. 21 months from Coffee Cats. Appreciate it. Padawan Becca with the 6 gift subs. 1 to Kai the Otaku Artist, Opera Bubbles, Xenopus Lavis, Shiana-san. I'm gonna try that again. Shiana-san. Oh, I had it right. My brain was like, that was wrong. But I was like, no, that's pretty good. Shiana-san. Fantonics 418 and AKA Fish, AKA Driver. So They Might Be Giant song. I can turn just about anything into a They Might Be Giant song. 16 months from Moist and Aeon. Tomorrow's the start of my favorite Swedish holiday, Midsummer. Interesting fact, a classic Swedish tradition is for women to collect 7 different flowers and put them under the pillow. It's said that by doing this, you will dream of your future love. I'm trying to think if I could find 7 flowers.
Do you know 7 flowers?
Do I know 7 flowers? Listen, things I don't know. Babies, flowers. Everything else, I got it covered. I know so much about all other things, but not babies and flowers. We're slowly going to find out that that list is much longer. Don't get those two mixed up. I'll try. That's an interesting tradition, though. I mean, you'd probably wind up with some grass stains. But I guess you can wash your sheets.
Depending on the flower pollen.
Also, we put teeth under pillows, so is that something that it happens in other countries?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how far the tooth fairy thing
Canada, goes. But I don't know if it's in other countries otherwise.
Okay, we're getting some yeps.
UK, not in Indonesia, in Britain, Canada.
Okay.
Canada, Germany, yes.
Teeth is universal.
Not in the Netherlands, really.
It's just a good phrase. Teeth is universal.
Oh, what is that?
Song about babies and flowers? Let me tell you about babies and flowers. There's something that shows up in April showers. You're probably thinking flowers because they grow from the ground, but it's actually babies. They make lots of sounds. 9 months before April would be What is 9 months before? That would be July? Math is way too hard. My brain was trying to come up in the song.
Again,
no!
Again.
What do you mean again?
Again.
What do you mean again?
Again.
Babies are great. They do, wah! Every time I hear them, I go, ah! This is onomatopoeia song. You didn't expect it now, but I'm gonna tell you some way. I'm gonna tell you somehow. Babies make lots of noise.
Steven's knowledge about babies. They make noise and they take 9 months.
I didn't know that second thing until today. I was like, how much is it?
That's why everyone's like, oh, I hit 9
I know,
months.
I knew it, but I forgot. And I was like, how many months is it? And then people were like, well, that's obviously why we're doing multiples of 9.
Kepler's
Songs
looking
are
at you.
songs are real quality
Kepler
today.
is looking at you like, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, buddy.
You can come on my lap.
No, you just lay there while I
No.
scream.
Get on my lap so I can
Quality
snuggle.
songs today. Where I'm like, shoot, what rhymes? Wreath.
What's this
What does a
under
baby do? It goes wah. Good enough. That's 5,000 from Nixelpad, who says, is that you asking for a song about babies and flowers? Immediately followed by Mr. Giveaway 18, who said, Nixelpad beat me to it, so do it again. Neither were great. But it was the first time I think I've ever used wah in a song, and that's pretty good. What a morning. Also, I feel, what is it? You know, have you have the turkey? You know, you put the turkey in your body and you go, boof. You know that?
Yes.
Okay, that's how I'm feeling. I put the cinnamon roll in my body and I am just boof.
You're talking fast like the sugar is hitting you.
It yes. Yes. You know that famous rap song, Turkey had me like boof. Anyway, cinnamon roll had me like boof. Is there a Peggy? Is there a song? Oh my god, there's a song happening again, isn't there?
There is a song happening.
There's a Peggy happening, but Danny X6 says, why not go again? I need to learn more about babies. What's wrong with you people? You want to know an interesting fact about babies? They are particularly dangerous. If they have rabies, don't let them near you. They'll scratch you, it'll hurt. They have sharp claws, they'll go right through your shirt. Watch out from the babies.
What about flowers?
Shut up! I can only do one. You know how hard it is to fit 2 subjects into 4 lines?
Are you confusing babies with like cats?
Raccoons?
Raccoons?
Shoot, I'm thinking of raccoons. I get those confused all the time. How long does it take raccoons to show up? 9 months.
Coffee!
Listen, folks.
Doesn't like some of our friends want raccoons as pets? Didn't Michael want that for a while?
Maybe? Yes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know much about babies or flowers. So why am I being asked to teach? Obviously, the things I don't know about should not be the things I'm asked to teach about. 5,000 from Danny X6. Thank you. I have a very limited source of sanity in the mornings, and it will very quickly all be depleted if it's not already. What is this? Something sharp. Oh man, Mal, last night
What?
I was up here.
Yes, you
Because
are.
I live up here. And I was walking, and I stepped on something, and it was really sharp.
Uh-huh.
And then I couldn't find what I stepped on. So, what I'm trying to say is, please be careful.
Of the thing I can't see that
It was like right.
that you couldn't
It
find
was
to
over
clean
here.
up.
I don't know whether I tried to find it,
Okay.
but I couldn't find it. Is it in your foot? No. I checked there first because I was like, oh, that really hurts. It was in my toe, and I put my hand down on the carpet and I was rubbing my hand all over the carpet trying to find it. Couldn't find it.
Coffee!
Anyway, Becca gives a sub to Salamis Dragoon. Becca, thank you. We have 300 bits from Prince, who says, read this as quickly as possible. Steven's antics, theatrically themed with thermodynamics, theorizers think this to be anticlimactic. They thought thermodynamic thematic threats to be throttled by the romantic. This, though, is the thrilling, thornless thread of thermodynamics' extensive thick skin that thievingly thanks thee problematically. Thorough, tongue-twisting thermodynamic thrashing was had, thankfully. Does Steven's need for therapy become threefold today? No, I'm good. Thank you, Prince. 500 bits from I Spy a Moose. It's Mark's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Mark.
32 years young. Thought I'd give some bits. I'm working, but in my phone, while I have work on my laptop. I hope you enjoy your cinnamon rolls and your day. Thank you, Rachel. And I hope Mark enjoys his day as well. Birthday time. Birthday time. I don't know, when it's your birthday, you smile. Even when you get older, you go, huh, I always do that once on my birthday. That's how you know it's your birthday. 12 months. From Nixelpad, who says, good morning, grandparents. So one, I'm really upset that I missed the stream on Tuesday. I had stayed up till 6 that morning and slept until 3 p.m. But I watched the VOD last night. Y'all are really cute, and I almost expected the whole stream to be in-game. I had considered it. I had considered it briefly, but I was like, well, you can't show expression well in Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, at least since my view is the camera, I'd have to continually be selecting my emotions, and I was like, yeah, I think we'll just do it as a bit at the beginning, but I might bring it back at some point. Or maybe in another game.
Maybe.
Maybe. I have to have enough control to make it look like the space, because that's the fun in it. 5 months from Storebot99. Maybe try sending your neighbor an empty envelope to make them equally weirded out. We should leave a note today,
yeah, we
probably.
Should.
Like, just tape it to the mailbox. We can't put it in the mailbox. We shouldn't do that. But we could tape it to the outside. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
And like, I could knock on their door and talk to them, but I really don't want to for like a list of reasons. 300 bits from Paint Chipper says, can we have some synonym rolls too? Sure. Rolls, wheels, balls, spheres. Don't explain the joke. 300 bits from Nixelpad. My reset message wasn't long enough for what I wanted to say. Anyways, my laptop had been rather unfortunate to say the least. It was being held together by duct tape, binder clips, and the will of God. So now I'm watching y'all on my new laptop, a Microsoft Surface Pro 7. Nice. I've heard really good things about the Surface Pro. I think Michael had one actually for a while too.
I don't know.
Well, good. I'm just glad that people have, you know, the most important thing is having something that is reliable.
Yeah.
Like, bar none. It doesn't matter like what operating system you're using, what phone you're using. Like, it's just about having something that's reliable. You want something that when you want it to do a thing, it does the thing. It's not necessarily about having like the best thing or the fastest thing. It's just like, can I make this thing work? Will it work? Good. If you can't rely on your hardware or your software, that's
or your
bad.
Keyboard.
Yeah. If only I had a new keyboard that will open at the end. Bless you.
Thank you.
21 months from Mr. Incredible Nooblord, who says, let's learn some more about language. In Norwegian, thermodynamics is thermodynamic. I think I said that right. Probably. Thermodynamic. Folks will let me know if I ruined. 9 months from Nemo from the Hills. Cream cheese icing or regular icing on the rolls?
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese. Which I think is, I mean, it's the best for cinnamon rolls. Mm-hmm. I think. 3 months from M. Sonata. That's a plus. Appreciate it. Ollie Tomlinson Music gives us up to Liam Neeson. I will find you. No, force feed you a cinnamon roll. 21 months from Florelia. Good morning. I'm celebrating my Twitch baby's first birthday, but they still don't have a name. Perhaps Stephen can use his powers to help me fix that. Yes. Your baby's name will be Dragon. You're welcome. It's just some of the services that I offer here. Naming your children. 19 months from Unbent Reagent, who says, what? You're sweet. Getting closer to 2 years, and that's both exciting and scary. Time moves way too fast, but I'm glad you were all a part of it for that time. Thanks for all you do. No problem. Glad to be in people's lives and to provide them genuine joy. That I hate to say like a cliche statement like that gives my life meaning, but that is truly how I feel. Like, I can wake up and be excited in the mornings because I'm like, yes, let's make people smile today. It's fun. Mr. Incredible Nooblord gives us up to Potato Boy. Padawan Becca gifts 2 subs, 1 to Witty Kitsune and 1 to Mahiki. Thank you, Becca. 3 months from Charlemagne25. Hey, Stephen and Mal. I've gotten a few gift subs from your very generous community, so I'm going to continue them. I'm not often able to watch these live, but I've really come to enjoy listening to these while working. Hope you both are doing well. We're doing pretty good. I'm glad that you and then also several other people have told us over the years. I guess not years yet. Almost years. We're almost to 2 years. That they treat it like podcast style. So I'm glad that people can enjoy it however they choose to. Now, is there a cat tax coming?
Maybe.
She's working on this. She's working on it. 300 bits from Mad Riddler. I like how Pokemon recently is just like, let's get you to walk and sleep and brush your teeth. We're self-caring today. They're really pushing the brand. Like Pokemon, from my childhood, Pokemon is a video game. Like it's a video game that you play and you catch the Pokemon and that's it. That's full stop, that's all. But now, it's multiple video games, which include multiple spin-offs. And then also, I mean, like you said, walk and sleep and brush your, like you have all of these additional things, which are technically video games, but they are expanding in such a way to really cover as many different areas as possible. Pyre says, Pokemon is a lifestyle now. Not wrong. And right above, Sab said it's a lifestyle company. I mean, yeah.
I'm posting a picture of Kepi from Monday.
And like we don't have Pokemon stores in the US, I don't believe. But in Japan, like there's entire stores that are just only Pokemon. And you can go and get your Ditto as Vaporeon plush, which is a very specific thing, but you know, they have all of that. You're posting one from
Monday.
Which one is this? Aw, hey precious boy.
He's holding his little hands.
He's a good boy. Anyway, there's your cat text for this morning. We're only now getting to the big stuff here. We have 10 milk bombs from Padawan Becca, 2 Dakuderp, Nara A Kitsune, AMH7912 Gensuda, just a mosquito, One Winged Angel 30, Mimic Man, Upclank, Ilvia Giotti Martis. I think I did that okay. Deuce D's Lugen Fegted. Oh, that was all one. Then I did it. That's 10. Becca, thank you for the bomb this morning. 300 bits from Squid, who says, first Pokemon sleep, then Pokemon brush your teeth. What's next? Pokemon eat your freaking vegetables. Also honk. I mean, probably. I mean, like, so to some extent, I have to give them credit because gamifying things does tend to work for a lot of people.
Yeah. Like,
making a game out of it, those things are actually quite successful. So, you know, if they were to do something like that, I would probably download it. Am I going to download Pokemon, what is it, Smile? No. No, I'm not. There's a 0% chance of me being like, oh man, I'm going to put my phone up here and catch the Pokemon while no, Lord God, I'm just got other things to do. But would I log the fact that I ate broccoli to catch a Hypno? Yeah. I would do that. Pokemon, do your homework. Wouldn't it be great if, like, the things that people expect and want to see for the next Pokemon thing, which is in, like, a week or something, is, you know, they want to see, like, Let's Go Johto or whatever, and instead they're like, here's all of these other Pokemon games that you didn't think were real, but are actually real. Pokemon Bathe. Pokemon Veggies. Everyone would be like, okay, cool.
Pokemon do the dishes.
Pokemon Dishes.
Take out the trash.
Pokemon Breathe. I mean, I would be okay with like a yoga-themed breathing exercise thing, but it's like Pikachu in a yoga outfit. And he's like, namaste. But he can only say his name, so it would be Pikachu. Pokemon capitalize on opportunities. Pokemon Breathe is free to start. And then Pikachu requires breathing tokens to help you with your yoga. There should be a Pokemon yoga game. Where was I? 4 months from John Kid 91. My AC has broken 4 times in 1 week. That sounds like it was never fixed. And it was just installed. And if I didn't have you all this morning, I would go ballistic. Holy crap.
Wow.
So I don't know where you live, but depending on where you live, that can be not good.
Mm-hmm.
Like if our AC broke here, that would be not good at all. I hope that they can get it actually fixed. It sounds like they're putting a Band-Aid on the situation. So, you know, next time they're out there, be like, hey, please make this work for real. Hopefully they will. 5 more milk bombs from Darkness Bride. Darkness Bride, thank you. So many gift subs this morning. Speaking of, there were 10 subs from Danny X6 to Air Looney, Jonathan VT, Blissy Fan 64, GamerFox 42, Famicom HIC, Nikki Sapphire, Lovely How, Kaito Masquerade, Bagel 71, and Nintendo Master. Danny, thank you. Followed on the heels by Florelia with the 5 subs to X Starlina 27, Revigilant, Garib, Gary, by the way, Tzok, and Chaos Blazer 321. I can read. And then there's 5 more gift subs coming. So much milk. People are drowning in calcium. 2,300 bits from Padawan Becca, who says, is Peggy a Pokemon?
Yes.
Basically, I think pretty much anything you make in Amazing Island is a Pokemon. I mean, honestly, like...
Because then they go and play Pokemon minigames.
They also can't speak. They can only say... Well, not their names, but they can only make noises. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So...
Wouldn't it be something, though, if they could? Kind of like how Animal Crossing Animalese is? No, I meant like it could kind of read the letters and kind of like say...
Sorry, that's the best way I could recreate Peggy talking, was a wee-wee. Shout out to that classic Rocco's Modern Life episode. Becca, thank you. And answering the question, yeah. I'm sure, I can't wait for Peggy to be added in the next generation.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. 300 bits from PK Magical. Fun fact, when I was a kid, when a cinnamon roll was cool, I would grab it and eat it like an apple. Oh, did I say when I was a kid? I meant last week. If the cinnamon rolls aren't huge, I'll eat them with my hands. Like if you do the you know, I don't know what the official name is. The pack where you go against the counter.
Oh, yeah.
Like Pillsbury Dough Man. That's not it.
Canned biscuits.
Pillsbury
yeah.
Canned biscuits.
They're the
Man?
The canned cinnamon
Can
rolls.
Man.
Yeah.
Dough Can. Dough Man? Dough Man. Pillsbury Dough Boy! Dough Boy. I was so close. Peggy came by to help and was like, it's Boy! Dough Boy. I think his name is Greg. Pillsbury Dough Greg. Yeah, those aren't as big as these were, and I'll usually eat those with my hands. Usually. 300 bits from Shishisama. So basically, Blockbuster was the predecessor to the Switch share function. Yeah? Yeah? Blockbuster was like lending a game to someone, but that person paid you. Kind of.
Blockbuster was always more expensive than Family Video. So we never went to Blockbuster.
But you had Family Video.
Yeah.
And we didn't.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
There
was a Family Video in Columbia. We went to it.
There wasn't any around here. I had never heard of Family Video until we went to Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. Deacon Mouse says Family Video still exists. Oh, I know. Last time we were in Wisconsin, we still saw them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how? But there's places in the U.S. that are they still thrive. I assume they thrive. I guess that's why they're around.
Item Crafting says Hollywood Video. Yeah, I remember that too. But that wasn't as close.
Yeah. We had a Hollywood Video here a long time ago, but they went out of business when I was younger. The only thing that I'm upset about with Blockbuster is that when Blockbusters were going out of business, they sold off a lot of their like stuff, and we actually went to one in Savannah. I think it's on the blog from a million years ago, but we go and they didn't have anything interesting. You know that Jarrett got a Virtual Boy in almost a complete collection of games. That? Yeah. Was they sold them at they were getting rid of them at Blockbuster, and his dad got the Virtual Boy in almost every game released for it, because there was only like 13 games or something. So you get like 11 games, and it was like dirt cheap. People don't remember that the Virtual Boy in Blockbuster had a big thing where you could go to Blockbuster and rent it, and there was like a deal for renting it. And then turns out that was a bad idea, because when people rented it, they were like, "Oh, I don't want to buy this." Turns out Virtual Boy was bad. Auditor says even Jack Brothers 14 games. I think he's missing 2 or 3, so he must have 11 or 12 games. But he's missing there's like 2 that are really expensive, and he's missing those. So it's like, I've offered to buy it, but it's technically his dad's, and his dad has waffled on like when to sell. Oh God, thermodynamics of babies. Trying to get this keyboard to scroll because I need to talk about babies. Remember earlier when I said that they were full of rabies? That's not always true. Not if you know a guy. He'll tell you thermodynamics and he'll tell you on the fly. And when he does, he'll give them a special injection that takes away the rabies like magic. Listen, you sing a song. Don't give me that look. You know how hard this is? I'm trying to scroll down and the keyboard's like, I'm broken. Remember that thing that's been sitting in your room for 6 days now? Again, I didn't say the songs would be good. I just said I would. It's a collection of some of the best songs this morning, actually.
Listen, I made you cinnamon rolls from scratch.
Uh-huh.
Completely from scratch.
Vaccinate your babies against thermodynamics. God. That was 5,000 bits from Nixelpad. Listen, again, I only have so much sanity in the mornings. Uh-huh. And it's gone. It's just gone. It's not even there. So, I mean, at this point, you know what you're getting into. You just do. 300 bits from the Let's Gamer. I decided I'm going to play Animal Crossing before breakfast stream. So I check one of my plots that has been empty for a few days, and it says this plot is reserved for Peggy's new home. My first reaction was, oh, Peggy's going to stay at my island. Wait, what? So I'll take great care of her. I already have a cardboard box to give her. That's all she really wants. You know what you should give her, though? There's one of the pieces of clothing in the game is a runner's sash. You know, whenever they have the number.
Yeah.
That's what you should do. Because if you do that, it'll be because she runs. That's the joke. That's the whole joke. I told you the whole joke. 300 bits from Cassie. Where I am from, we didn't have Blockbuster. Only the bigger cities had it. Instead, we had homegrown pizza shops with rental store sections. It was where I first saw Final Fantasy II for the Super Nintendo. That's wild. So you went and picked up a pizza and a movie. It actually makes a lot of sense.
See, we did that too, because Family Video is always next to Papa Murphy's.
Huh. Yeah.
The take and bake.
Yeah.
So we'd go get a pizza and a movie.
This cuts out the middleman. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's interesting. Huh. If there's no big chain around, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Mr. Gameboy says, can we have you sing about tomato soup and grilled cheese again? You mean pizza? I hate what I've become. Curse you, Tom. Curse you. 300 bits from Nixelpad. Also with my new laptop, because it's a touchscreen, I'd wanted to get the drawing software on it, and my friends told me about a software they recommended, Clip Studio, that was on sale for $25. So yay. And that's cool. I've never used one of those as a drawing tablet. Like, I don't know how they perform, but that's really neat. I forget sometimes that I have a, what do they call those? That's called a drawing tablet.
It's one of the ones that's not a screen, though.
Yeah. It's old.
Yeah.
It's a Wacom tablet. Yeah, it's an old one, but it's functional, so that's all that really matters. I use it sometimes for a broken picture phone.
Yeah.
I think it makes it better. Let's see. Is it Wacom?
See, I always thought it was...
I always thought it was Wacom, and I got corrected.
Too. Yeah.
I got corrected that it was Wacom. So, someone look into it. Because I always said Wacom, and someone stopped me once, and I was like... Wacom? I'm gonna have to look into this. This will bother me forever. I don't remember who called me out. It was years and years and years ago.
And it was someone, like, I trusted to know. Like, Alex or someone.
I think it was Alex. I think Alex is the one that stopped us.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll look into it later. 500 bits from Nixelpad, who said, casually keeps donating until I hopefully get an asexual emote. Oh, it's Pride Month!
That was a big Kepi?
It's the event that's happened. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the bits.
They didn't start it until just...
Yeah.
I think they started it Tuesday evening.
Yeah,
Brandon's got the deets there. Until July 15th, earn emotes by cheering 300 plus bits, subscribing, or gifting a sub. Each tier earns a donation to the National Black Justice Coalition and Trevor Project. There it is. Yeah, they weren't sure when to start it, but now it started as of, I think, Tuesday evening. So every time you cheer 300 or more, or do a sub or a gift sub, you earn Pride emotes, which you can see a selection of in the chat now. And they've been doing this for a few years. It's really cool of Twitch. Actually, it used to be that they didn't stay.
Yeah.
And I think now they finally stay. Noah says, a plethora, if you will.
Big stretch. Oh, you reached out and touched my hand.
Reach out and touch my hand. I'm Cappy. Sachi says, then we raised a stink. I mean, I think they should, because, like, so it's Twitch, right? So they can afford to pay artists to come up with new designs. So you can just keep coming up with designs. You don't have to, like, get rid of them. You know what I mean? Like, they're Twitch. They can do it. And therefore they should.
Oh, you got the itch ears. I'm sorry.
666 bits from Nixelpad who says, but is there toast? When you cause it to happen, yes. Yes, there can be. God, I was actually talking to Alex once on video chat, and I lifted my foot up and, like, waved my foot at him, and it scarred him.
Did it?
Yeah. He was like, I hate that you did that, and I was like, I think it was funny. Oh man, Jared Dillon with the 5 gift subs. Even more milk. Jared, thank you. Just when people are getting dried off, there's more milk. 300 bits from Prince, who says, back again with more Pikmin chat. I found a mod for Pikmin 2 that's a brand new full campaign with new and more treasures than the original, and I got it to work. Full emulated mod. There's a trailer for it, Pikmin 251. 251 treasures. They even made custom enemies, poisonous blowhogs instead of just fire water. A new Pikmin type, orange, immune to explosions. Hazards, constant explosion barriers that need broken. And new level assets. They made conveyor belts. Apparently there's part 2 here. They also modded the other modes. Most notably, they made new levels for battle mode. Particularly, I'm thinking about how they took the main level layouts and made them playable in battle mode. Also, did I mention they made an entire new soundtrack, as well as brand new treasures and more treasures than were in the original game? Anyways, I'm so excited, but ended up disappointed to find out I need an actual GameCube controller that plugs into the PC to play. How much money for you to play? There will be more Pikmin in the future, but it will not be modded Pikmin. It will not be modded Pikmin. Also, Fuzzy Pickle, thank you. I see those gift subs. Yeah, I as a general rule, actually, don't expect to see modded Nintendo stuff from me. I'm trying to think if we've ever done that, and I don't think so. But as a general rule, like modded Nintendo games.
I think we did it for an Extra Life.
Oh no, we didn't do a modded one. We did
Translated.
We did the Vietnamese crystal.
Yeah, that was it.
Not quite the same thing.
Okay.
God, Pokemon Crystal. Grr have huge ball. Grr have huge ball. But there will be more Pikmin because we continue to sit around and anxiously await the day that Nintendo releases Pikmin on the Switch. Hopefully that happens. Reed with 5 more milk bombs. There is so much milk this morning. Holy crap. Thank you, Reed. 300 bits from Nixelpad. Speaking of unboxing, my friends demanded I do an unboxing video as I opened my laptop, so I'm thinking they might have been as excited about it as I was. That's nice when your friends get excited for you. I always appreciate that. And I try to get excited for my friends about things when I can. As long as it's not like, I just got this raccoon. And we're like, oh, you get an actual you got like an adopted no, I found it in the trash. We're like, okay, well, rabies. 600 bits from Mazel with an E. Woke up, unfortunately, with a massive anxiety attack, but listening to you guys and just letting Animal Crossing play in the background, I'm slowly calming down, especially since I'm taking a COVID test in about an hour. Wish me luck, but I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I mean, I can understand the anxiety attack if you're, like, thinking about the COVID test, but I'm sure everything will be fine. Animal Crossing is a great way to relax. It's just inherently relaxing. And you certainly have Chad on your side, so good vibes and good luck. And hey, once it's over, then you'll be able to, I think, truly relax. You'll be like, okay, I got through that. There's so many things in life like that too, isn't there? Like the anticipation of stuff.
Coffee.
But
I
then
get worked up ahead of time and make it worse.
Mao has it bad. Mao has it really, really bad. But yeah, it once you get over that hill, then you're immediately like, I can do it.
Yeah.
I can do it. 500 bits from Ice and Fire 2114. I know I'm like a half hour late with this comment, but this is my break time. In regards to the neighbor and their music, do you not have noise laws in South Carolina? At least where I am in Indiana, if you're causing large amounts of noise past 11 or 12, the officials can be called.
We can.
But
we would prefer to say something first.
Yeah, I'd prefer
because I feel like I would want someone to do that for me besides calling the cops first.
Yeah, and like it's frustrating that it's happened so much, but we've never reached out. It's not like we've reached out multiple times and they've, been rude. We've never reached out, so that's on me. Because again, they may not even know that it's as loud as it is. Which is the thing. But again, I reiterate.
We can hear it from next door.
How loud must it be in their house?
Yeah.
It has to be shaking the walls in that house. Like, how would you do anything? It's fine. Zeasarn gives a sub to Christine F0617. Zeasarn, thank you. One of the Peggy alerts was from Nixelpad, who says, mission successful. I now have an ace koala. Nice. Nice. I hope folks get the emotes that they're attempting to get, whether it's on our stream or someone else here on Twitch, because there's a nice little. I'm sorry, as Noah said, there's a plethora of different emotes available. And there's some really cool ones. 300 bits from Half Wet. Can I please see your cat per pounce?
Cappy.
Cappy.
I want to hold you anyway. Steven has to go get the keyboard.
I mean, not yet, but it is coming soon, yes.
Hey, Cappy. Hey.
He's like,
Hey.
buddy. Is it okay if she holds you?
You could go get the keyboard now and then open it.
I'll tell you what.
What?
When I get through stuff and I have to go get the keyboard, I'll give him to you.
Okay.
Because he's real cozy. But we'll hold him up and make sure everyone gets to see him, because he's cute. 10 months from BuckyBoy 2009. So you're saying I have a dangerous 1-month-old raccoon somewhere? Uh-oh. You gotta be careful. That's like the reveal. That's the big reveal, is all of a sudden everyone realizes, wait, we're not having Twitch babies. We're having Twitch baby raccoons. You're like, yeah.
No.
Yep. Everyone looks around and be like, oh my god, the plot twist. I've got raccoons here. 300 bits from Nixelpad. Note to self, don't drink water while you're singing because my nose will be unhappy and I will have to avoid spraying my screen. I'll assume that was during the song that was good. Notice I said song singular. There was only one, I think, that was halfway decent. But the other one I did say wah. Still happy about that. Mr. Gameboy 18 gives a sub to Spud Big Mama. Glad they're still around. Nixelpad gives a sub to Potato Boy 99. Some things will never die. 300 bits from Noah says, here's today's fun science fact. Human DNA consists of approximately 3 billion base pairs, each one averaging 0.6 nanometers long. This means in every cell of your body, you have over 5 feet of DNA. Cool.
One of the coolest things I ever, like, science labs that I did,
Yeah.
was in college biology. We did a DNA test, and like the one where you see where all the bars are spread out.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone in my little lab group had to do it, and then we could see all of ours compared to each other.
Hmm.
It was cool.
I don't remember studying DNA too much. But it's so interesting to learn about.
You went to SCAD.
Well, I mean, like, even in
to-
high school, I mean. Like, we didn't really
Oh, we
cover
did
a lot of it. So.
We did a lot.
Mr. Gameboy said, you know, raccoons only take 2 months to be born. Even bigger plot twist. At 9 months, everyone is celebrating the 7-month birthday of their raccoons.
Thank you, Noah. That
Big
was
brain energy.
that was in 2006 I did that, so it's been a while.
I like science stuff, but all of my, like, memory of, like, the science stuff from high school and stuff is, like, gone. It's really gone. It's all been replaced with, like, astronomy stuff, because that was the thing that I did in college and also truly interested me. That was the only science I had in college. Only science. 4 years.
I took, like, 4.
Nope.
But, like, also, when I went to Stevens Point, it was, like, science school.
Well, that
Stevens
probably...
Point had a really big science focus.
That probably explains it.
Yeah.
Sab says, I didn't have to do any science or math in college.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't have to do science. Astronomy was an elective. And math... I took a math class. I'm trying to think if it was required or not.
It was required for me.
I think it was required. But, like, it was really easy. Like, I did not study once at all. Like, never for any of the things in that math class. I didn't have to study, which meant it was very, very easy. So, yeah, when I was in college, math and science were not something I really thought about at all. I mean, until astronomy. Astronomy was truly interesting to me, and it obviously became a big, focal point in my life, since we ended up naming the cats after astronomers, because I'd never really learned about it in high school much, so taking an actual class on astronomy, like, instantly became one of my favorite classes I ever took, and one of my favorite things, even. Diamond Luxray gifted us up to Flowers Baby. I hope everyone learned things. 300 bits from Item Crafting Live. In light of the expanded Pokemon brand, I eagerly await Pokemon Bake. Pokemon house cleaning, and of course, Pokemon tax prep. Which Yoshi would never play, because he's not a Pokemon. Darkness Bride gives 5 subs to Wario Speedwagon, X Angel 56, Frosty Freeze, Sinful Shadow, and The Real Jazzman 99. Darkness Bride, I appreciate it.
That's my arm, Kepler.
He reach out and touch you.
Yeah.
Read the Nintendo Painter with the 5 milk bombs to Rake Ray, Purple Apples 97125, Captain Wolf, Kick, Treble Knight Fox, and Hypnophant. Appreciate it. Thank you, Reed. Another Peggy was summoned from Nixelpad, who says, Peggy is obviously the 2033rd entry in the Pokedex. You know, out of the 890-ish we currently have. Oh well.
We just have to get to that number and then there'll be Peggy.
Yeah, but if it's been... how many years? 24 years? Pokemon came out in 96? So it's been 24 years and we're only to 890. So we're less than halfway there.
Yeah.
Pokemon will have to go on for another probably 30 years until we get Peggy.
So 2033?
2050.
Oh wait, yeah, that would be right.
2020 plus 30
Still
years.
living in 2000.
So everyone look forward to Peggy being added to the Pokedex in the year 2050. God, Pokemon's been around for a while. 300 bits from Platinum Pikachu 153 because of someone joking about Pokemon Breathe. Oh God! Sorry. He doesn't have control of his body and just like rolls. I had to stop.
Catch him from falling off the couch.
Buddy, be careful. And he's like still asleep.
He's like, what?
Where was I? Because of someone joking about Pokemon Breathe, I was reminded of a certain Stephen quote. Oh God, I'm breathing. I didn't know I had to breathe. I do not remember that quote. I do not recall. That one must have been... I say it must have been from a while ago, but the truth is it could have been recent, and I don't... 4 Swords? I don't know. It was a long time ago. Also, on that note, I wonder when there's going to be more TRG. Like, I guess I don't know when they'll even get a chance to get together and record, let alone me joining them for something.
I'm pretty sure the border's still closed.
Yeah, it is. I wonder how much they had in reserve. Like, I wonder at what point they're going to run out and have to do some stuff online. Oh, it was because of Tim's fart. I do remember very vividly, probably because smell is one of the most prominent things for memory. I do remember Tim's fart. Plural. There are multiple of them. 2 months from Zydacali Leothi says, it's been 2 months already? Soon, you'll be at 3. And you'll be saying, it's been 3 months already? 300 bits from Danny X6. Jab the rabies out of my baby, yeah? That's how you do it. That's what the doctor says. If he says that, let him do it. He'll get rid of them rabies right away. 300 bits from Opera Bubbles. Good morning, grandparents. My siblings and I have our birthday this Sunday. We're triplets. And my sister and I always watch Breakfast Stream. Wish us luck as we become old. Thanks.
Happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday. Also, triplets is really cool. Like, you don't see that super often.
You don't see twins all that often, but
yeah,
then
because every
higher, numbers.
The whatever it is, the potential for that starts going down. But that's really cool, especially if you get to enjoy, the same media. That's wonderful. Anyway, happy birthday. Back in Red says 3 good. Technically appropriate in this particular circumstance. 666 bits from Nixelpad. This song was brought to you by a behind-the-scenes collaboration with Mr. Game Boy 18. You're collaborating on the stream in the morning when I am most likely to just completely screw up all songs. I'm like, yeah, I went to bed a little late because I was doing Mario, and then we didn't sleep well because there was some music playing, And Nixelpad and Mr. Game Boy are like, yes, this is perfect. Make him sing about rabies and babies.
And flowers.
But, oh, yes. Yeah, I wasn't asked to sing about rabies. I chose it because it rhymed. They happen. Jared Dillon. Also, hey. With the 5 subs to Umbreon Studios, Crazy Lazy Corgi, Fluffles12, JT121619, and Riza001. Jared, thank you. Appreciate it. Also, Brandon says, hair looks good this morning, by the way. Thanks.
Let me see. No. For you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Come here, Cappy. Come get in my lap.
It looks flat. Oh, no. Here, let me fix that. I don't want it to look flat. I want to make sure that there's some, you know.
I'll pet you.
I'll make sure that there's some volume. So let me just grab this. Let's give it a little twist like this.
Ow.
And then, all fixed. 5 subs from Fuzzy Pickle 95 to Elfie Goldfish, Elena 123, Bugcatcher 57, Roly Poly Cannoli, and Colonel Kyle. Fuzzy Pickle, thank you. How's it look? What is this?
I was looking at the back.
Man, like from the front it's concerning, but when you turn in profile, that's really where things start to go haywire. Brandon says, I'm sorry I said something. I'm not. 12 months. From Georgia the Sophist. Georgia, thank you.
Renee, there was a little girl who had a little curl right in the middle of her forehead, and when she was good, she was very good indeed, and when she was bad, she was horrid.
Ace Ventura has arrived. Alrighty then. 5 subs from Reed to Mayor Rails, Kinare, Smile936, Gamer Talks 01, and Sniz77. Oh, Sniz. What does that remind me of? Sniz. That's a character from a show, right? Is Sniz a character on Kablam? My brain was like, hey! Yes? I knew it. Sniz and Fondue. Holy crap, man.
Okay?
Why, though? Why? Was my brain like, hey, this thing, that's a word, hey. And I'm like, okay. Say it. Okay, I will. 300 bits from Decoy Troy. A question for Mao. I have to know if she's ever had the staple food of the UP, the pasty.
I've not had it.
It's basically a meat pie with potato, carrot, sometimes onion, or rutabaga thrown in there, and it's wonderful. See, when I think of pasty, it's not a food. But no, I haven't had one. I haven't had one.
Chess says it rhymes with nasty when it's the food.
Oh, pasty. Family friendly. 500 bits from Ravencloak. I have found that Breakfast Stream and Animal Crossing are a great way to avoid angry emails. Rather, it is a great way to avoid anxiety triggered by said emails. The trick is to have Animal Crossing up while you're dealing with emails. So you like do a little email and you go, and then you turn in, you're like, all right, I'm gonna shop for one outfit. It's a good idea. It's a really good idea. Ravencloak, thank you. 500 from Georgia the Sophist. Twitch kept eating my 1 year resub message. It's been quite a year. A new job, moved, learned online teaching, moved again in March with 1 week notice, stuck inside by myself for months. I've appreciated your content through it all. It's uplifting and amusing. Gratitude is fitting. Consider yourself thanked. Thank you. And also, moving with 1 week notice sucks! But I'm glad that you got through that. And, stuck inside by yourself for months is something that I can't particularly relate to because I've at least been with Mal, but I know that there's so many other people here who have been dealing with that. And I know that, I mean, even for us, I mean, we have each other and we need social interaction. And I know that that's even more valuable when you are by yourself. So I'm glad that we can provide something. And now people are like, yep, by myself. Yeah, as Anise says, that should be not legal. 1 week notice is not very much notice. We had a month notice?
We had a month and a half.
Oh yeah, we had a month and a half, but it ended up not mattering because we were gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we
so
were
we
out
had
of the
1
country.
month. 1 week notice is nuts, though. Yeesh. Anyway, 300 bits from Ziasarn. Morning, grandparents. Would you guys be interested in Indonesian trivia and whatnot? I mean, people provide all sorts of interesting facts while on Breakfast Stream, whether that be about Norway or sea lions. So anything that's provided, I mean, we'll certainly learn. So I'm always down for knowledge. Sab said, remember traveling.
Haley says stuff like that a lot.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk to Haley every week, and that's always brought up at least once. Remember traveling? It's like, yeah. Not really. Not now. It's been too long. Sassy gifted a sub to Baby Flowers. Be careful the flowers don't have rabies. 300 bits from Ambi Walsh. The breathing quote from Steven was during the Four Swords episode where you went to jail 17 times. You were swimming underwater, had to come up for air, and got caught. Oh, I remember that. God, we had to do that jail section so many times. Some of them were my fault. Not all of them, though. Not all of them. Four Swords was fun. I'm glad we did it. It was a lot of setup and a big headache. And the game was much longer than I expected. But it was actually very fun. And I'm glad that we did that one. And, you know, I don't know when it'll be, but I do look forward to doing another project with Tim John and Emil in the future. Probably something that requires another ridiculous setup. Broken Dylan with the 2 gift subs. 2, Furry Zoe and Game Kim 92. Dylan, thank you. I appreciate it.
You want to sing for Jacques in French? I learned it in French. I don't remember the one.
I don't
word,
even know the English
or the one line
words.
of it though.
What's even the English words for it? I don't know.
Are you sleeping, Father John?
Father John, time to wake up because there are rabies in you. Time for your shot. Time for your shot. There are flowers in your garden.
Go get the
Father
keyboard. Isn't it Brother John? I don't remember. I mostly just remember Frere Jacques.
You want this cat?
Yes, I do want this cat.
In you? Well, where else would the rabies be? Well, I think it made perfect sense. There are rabies in you. Where would they be? Not outside of you. Scary out of 10. Here, take this animal.
Kepi. Hi, Kepi.
The passing of the Kepler. All right,
Hello,
folks.
Kepler.
I am going to return with a keyboard. Well, it'll be a box, but inside is a keyboard.
Hi, Kepi. You were no. He's not getting you food.
How funny would it be
He's
if I go
not
get it and
getting-
like they mailed us the wrong thing?
And it's the same one as the old one.
I mean that at least would be a new
He's
keyboard.
not feeding you, Kepler.
Hold the boy down.
He sat in your spot. Oh, he's laying down. It's bedtime for Kepi. It's time for Maelstrom. Oh, that was quick. You probably need something to... Oh, wait, there's the yellow thing up here.
Where's the elephant?
It's right there. It's by the GameCube controller.
Okay.
Why'd you close the door?
Oh, I don't know.
Kepi can't get out if Kepi wants to get out.
Happy. Happy.
Kepi.
Happy. Buddy. Buddy.
He was waiting for you.
He's super sweet.
Come here, buddy.
But like, here, okay. Here. Oh God. Hi, butt. You wanna sit? Back on my lap. Okay, will you hand me the yellow thing? Thanks.
There you go.
So.
You want me to leave so you have a space?
Do you want me to leave? God, this is so hard. Did I do it? Okay.
I...
Move a little.
Where?
Here, there's this.
Coffee.
You want to know something frustrating about this entire experience? Oh, now you leave.
He wants the box.
Of course he does. He's going to get in the box. Here, pull this out. So you're not with the... Here, let me open it for you. Here you go. There you go. Oh, he likes it now. So here's the frustrating thing. This is a Logitech keyboard. I forget which one this is. Does it say? This is the K830. This is also a Logitech keyboard. This is the K400 Plus. There aren't many keyboards that are wireless keyboards that have trackpads built into them. That is by far the most convenient solution for up here. It just is. Is it probably the best? Probably not, but it's the most convenient. So, I went with this keyboard. But this is another Logitech keyboard. It is a much cheaper version of the one I've been using. But maybe there was something wrong with the one I've been using. It's possible. So I went from a more expensive keyboard to one that was far cheaper. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that it, you know, will be good. And maybe it will. Like, maybe it'll blow our minds. It'll be like, oh my god, this one works.
I hope so for your sake.
Me too. But there's really not that many options. So I'm gonna, you know, I've used this now for
A long time.
when did we get it? We got it in January 2019. That's when we built the stream box.
Yeah.
So we've been using this for 18 months. And, you know, it's been serviceable. And Unbent Reagent says, wait, but wouldn't that indicate less quality than the more expensive one? I mean, it would indicate that, but it may not necessarily mean that. And the thing was, could I have taken another gamble on a more expensive keyboard? I could have, but I figured if I was going to take that gamble, I might as well take the gamble on a one that's not going to cost me much. So, and as Fetroid said, lower price is not always the same as lower quality. Stupidly, but I mean, it's true. So we're gonna try this one out. I'm not gonna set it up now. One of the big differences.
So now it'll sit in its box up here for.
No. Because it's up here, I will have it set for tomorrow. But one of the big differences is that this is a rechargeable one.
Uh-huh.
It has a jack. You just
a port.
Yeah, and you just charge it. This one doesn't. This one uses batteries, but it says that with standard use, 2 AA batteries last 18 months, which is kind of nuts, but we'll see. We'll see. And, you know, if it doesn't solve all my problems, then I'll certainly tell you. But, you know, this, I've had opinions about this. And it's sad because the keyboard itself, it's nice. If it would work fine, we'll see. Intelligent one says, wait, are you not opening? Yeah, I guess I should. If I open it, I'll probably be more apt to set it up for tomorrow.
I told you.
All right. I'm not gonna like set it up right this second.
Because the batteries are downstairs.
It probably comes with batteries.
Maybe.
Maybe not. So this is the actual keyboard. I think this is the one that Haley had.
That looks like Haley's.
I think this is, yeah, I think Haley had this. So, Arduino said, was the old one just dying because of the batteries? No, it was charged. It's just a piece of crap. Unfortunately. Yeah, I think this is the one that Haley had. Haley loved this one. And then when we got one, we got the more expensive one. Because I assumed that that would mean it was nicer. Is it actually nicer? No. These have a lot more give. Okay, well. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. 300 bits from Shishisamu says, the Giga Quad setup for 4 swords, a term coined by another LPer, Pokecabin, is kind of impressive in a way. If you haven't seen that LP, it's on the LP archive, and they have a neat diagram of how they set the setup they used. I wonder if it differs from TRG's. I mean, there's not many, like, there's only one way to set up 4 swords. Like, if you're trying to capture it. I mean, short of if you're, like, emulating it. I guess if you're emulating it, it's a thing. But if you're trying to capture it, you have to run them all through Game Boy players, and then you capture whatever the thing is. Now, as far as your, like, monitor setup or whatever, I mean, that could be different, but the actual way that you're capturing can't be any different.
Didn't you all have a laptop and a capture device and a GameCube and a Game Boy player in the game?
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah. I have a vlog that shows how it all works.
Yeah.
So. Shishisama says, I think one thing they did is they had one screen for 3 Game Boy players. Gross. I mean, yeah, I guess you could do that, but... So one interesting thing you could do... Again, the way you capture it can't differ, but the way that you display it could. One thing that would be really neat and super stupid, and it's too late to do now because, like, why would we re-record 4 swords? But one thing you could do, let's imagine in this strange scenario that you had a big 50-inch TV, but you didn't have just one, you had 2. You display them on top of each other. So you've got 2 50-inch TVs.
Like a giant DS.
Kind of. So on the wall in front of you, right, you've got 50-inch TV, and under it you have a 50-inch TV. So all 4 of your players are sitting around watching. There's 2 TVs. The top screen is your primary GameCube that is running 4 swords, right? The bottom screen, you run the other 4 GameCubes that have the Game Boy players that are functioning as the Game Boys. If you run that into... They sell these little boxes which allow you to input 4 HDMI things, and they'll put them like a surveillance camera onto a screen. So what would happen is, on your main screen, that's 4 swords, and then under it, you can see, I mean, a 50-inch TV, everyone's getting, you know, whatever, 25 inches to work with. You would get a giant version of your screen, so everyone could see where everyone else would be. That would be neat. Again, the way it's set up for capture would never change no matter what, but that's a way you could do it. So, and Late Night says they used a Wii instead of a GameCube. Yeah, those can be swapped, I guess. Didn't you guys also use a Wii as well? Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Probably. I don't recall exactly. We probably did because the Wii, I was gonna say, looked better. I think we did use the Wii because Emil has the component cables for GameCube, and I think he was using them for his GameCube. So then on the 4 Swords GameCube, we probably used a Wii because the component cables are more accessible and cheap. So, but it's documented on the blog, so yeah. We've jokingly talked about Crystal Chronicles as an LP, so I don't know if that's a real thing. If it is, whoops, spoiled it. But I don't know if they'd ever want to do that, especially now that it's going to get re-released. Or is it re-released? Is it out yet? I don't know. But I'd be down with that. That'd be really neat to play an RPG like that. Not yet. Okay. I didn't think it was out. Anyway, let me finish these up. 300 bits from Vegetable Sorbet. Sorbet, thank you. Turtle Dragoon 21 gives a sub to Ice Nuke, or Ice Nuke. 300 bits from Ollie Thompson Music. My friend brought in his wireless keyboard at school and plugged it into our English teacher's computer and messed with her presentation. We got detention. Oops. See,
depending on what you did in the teacher, I think it could be funny.
It could be funny. If it's just a little haha.
Yeah.
Notice I said haha and not jolly. If it's just a little haha, then like I think that's fine. Now, if it goes on for a long time and it's creating distress, or if you're, doing a thing that is a naughty, then maybe that's bad. But if it's just a little like, what's happening to my thing?
We just changed slides.
Yeah. Then that could be fun. But you also have to really like feel out your teachers, and
yeah,
because some people are just like they're very anti-fun.
Yeah.
I was never anti-fun. I think I would be a really good teacher. I really believe that. I think it would be fun. I'm not going to do it, but I think it would be neat. It'd be neat. Let's see. 300 bits from Prince. I was hearing Stone Tower Temple and looked to see what music is playing. I see it's just part of a medley, which sad, but like the speed at which my brain heard Stone Tower Temple and then recognized it and needed to investigate says something about how much and in what ways I've used that song in my RP and fanfic stuff.
Wasn't it just the other day we were playing songs for each other and seeing if we could guess what it was?
We were doing that.
Yeah.
Mal and I made a little game out of it. We were sitting on the couch. I never put this on the vlog or anything, but we were sitting on the couch and we would play music from an OST and make the other person guess what game it was.
I was really excited when you played the Dark Cloud 2 song, and I knew it right away, and you were like, really?
It was fun. That was actually a fun little game, because it was like, what is this? And if we couldn't get it, we'd start giving little hints.
Yeah.
We'd be like, okay, it's from this system.
Yeah.
The genre is this. But you gotta be careful with hints, because, sometimes you just very quickly
You were like,
get it.
I want to play a Tulip song, but you would know it immediately.
Tulip is one of the most unique OSTs ever. There is not another game soundtrack on Earth that sounds like Tulip. And that is one of the reasons that Tulip is so good.
Yeah.
The music in that game is great, and it's just, as soon as it starts, you know what it is. Boop, ba-dup, boop, ba-dup, wap, 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 wap.
The Tulip OST plays in my head when we were in Japan. Just like wandering around neighborhoods.
Spark says, try it with They Might Be Giant songs. Oh, like how long it takes you to figure out like which song it is? I would probably be really good at that. I could do a really good job with them and with Modest Mouse, I bet. Because I'm very familiar with both of the full discographies. So, man, we should do that sometime. That'd be fun. 100 bits from Blue Jay's Feather. Blue, appreciate it. And 300 from Prince, who says something musically guessing could be a fun one-off Stephen Friends game. Yeah, we could probably turn that into something somehow. My first thought is like, Chaz can do it. How can oh man.
Chaz, no.
Chaz, just spitballing. This isn't an idea for me. This is an idea for you. Take it or drop it on the floor. Whatever, do whatever. What if there was a game, like a web-based game, where people put in a YouTube link for a music piece, whatever, and then in the title, like they typed in the title or artist or whatever themselves. Ollie says copyright though. No. This would be these would be like embeds. So that wouldn't. I don't think that would be a concern. So puts all the stuff in there, and then the game is it loads up. Well, I don't know how that would work legally with like loading up a YouTube embedded thing, but like covering it up or something so people can't see it but they can hear it. I don't know. There's probably some way to do it that makes sense. Broken sound phone. Yeah. So like then everyone listens to it, and then someone's gonna like type it in and hit the button, and if it registers to what was actually in there, then that's the game. That's how you get points. So Ahrefs says, I mean, that's just broken phone. Broken phone. So that'd be kind of neat. Like, you load in the Donkey Kong Country, you put in like the minecart song, right? And then you write Donkey Kong Country minecart song, David Wise. You put it in, and then every round it's playing a song, so you hear it, but you don't see it, so you've got to like guess what it is, and then you get things. Chess says, you are describing the game show Name That Tune from decades ago. Yeah! Can we do that? Legally? Like, can we do it for a video? Yes. But like, can you make it into a thing? I don't know. Like, as far as like the embeds go, that seems like that shouldn't be a problem. It's just, you'd have to do it in such a way where like it's embedded into the page, which is fine. You're allowed to do that, but I don't know if you could do it where, you know, it's not visible on the web page or something like that. Maybe you could do like a lightbox thing. Like, it's on the page, but the page, there's a pop-up that's like, guess what's playing behind this box? And then Alex would do inspect element and cheat. Anyway, this is spitballing ideas, man. I've got so many. And by so many, I have one idea. 500 bits from Padawan Becca. I had time to make a camping reservation, change 2 diapers, make 3 bottles, and we're still live. Awesome. I mean, we'll be ending here in a minute. I just had to really make sure my idea was solid. Brandon says, some YouTube artists may disable embed player. Yeah, they do. So it would depend. But as far as if it's a video thing, yeah, we could do Name That video game tune pretty easily. Like, we could figure out how to do that just on like Discord. Anyway, the idea for the future. 16 months from Vinny G Plays. Another month of Virtual, yay. Last month I talked about getting my first SSD, and almost immediately after my computer crapped itself and the pump on my liquid cooler broke. Had to wait a little while for Amazon to ship a new one. Well, at least that SSD is waiting for you when everything gets back to normal. But yeah, that sucks. Hopefully things start working again soon.
Did you see that Noah and Brandon had the same idea, like, at the same time?
Name That royalty-free song. Name That royalty-free song is an idea that works very well, but no one knows that royalty-free song. It's the only problem with that.
Is it Drivin', the GTA song that we use?
Ridin'.
Ridin'.
Yeah, there's certain songs that There's certain songs I can play, and people know in their head what it is. They're like, oh, GTA's starting. And it's just funny because, like, you know, it's gotten to the point where people associate it with things, but it's not what it was for. Spark says, we've been learning them all on Breakfast Stream. We have no excuse. Apparently, people watching Breakfast Stream, they're the one that should play this game.
Is he in that box?
Hi, bud. Yeah, he's just laying there.
Happy kitty.
Things we need to announce for today. You don't have anything to announce.
No, I have nothing to announce.
You are working on your
next painting.
I did drop a hint in a vlog.
Yeah.
I had to set up the Wii so Mal could play it, so she could, you know, see it yourself.
Yeah.
But that's the only hint you'll get. It's the only hint you'll get is that it did have it was on the Wii. It's the only hint you'll get until the thing comes out. Far Gothic's painting confirmed. For me, I have another mail video to release. So, I would like to release that today. I need to release the other vlogs from the past 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday. So assuming I can get that done, I'll try and release the whatever month it was, April mail month also. So yeah, that's my plan. And I think it's it.
Yeah.
I think it's it. Stephen Plays is just like Smash or something. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay.
Smash something, whatever.
Smash. I don't remember. Yesterday was Pac-Man. Today is today Robin? I think today's Robin. So, you know, opening up the books. Oh, and yeah, thank you, Andrew. Stream tomorrow, obviously. Tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. No. We need to start early. We need to start. We should. Do you think we could start at 7?
I don't know, but we're having soup for dinner, so we need to start that earlier. Or Swedish meatballs. One or the other. One of them will be thawed.
I think we can beat Super Mario RPG tomorrow. Brandon says I can be there at 7. Okay. Yeah. I think we'll try and start at 7. Even if we are not here at 7, if it's just the stream is live at 7 and we start at like 7:10, I'm gonna try and start at 7 because Noah can be there, Renee can be there. Okay, we'll start an hour early because I think if we do, we can beat Super Mario RPG. I really do. Thomas didn't think we could. Thomas don't know nothing about no Super Mario RPG.
He didn't just play it like
he
a month ago.
didn't just play it. I'll show him. So yeah, join us tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. We'll go for 7 p.m. and try and start a little early and see if we can get through Mario RPG. There's not much left. There's really not much left. So it'll be exciting. And, you know, we've been doing pretty good. Freaking Star Egg. Oh, 5 enemies. Star Egg. Oh.
Star Egg.
I'm Peach and I only do 1 HP of damage to everything. Ha, just kidding. 100. Star Egg. Good item. That is it then for today. Thank you all for joining us. Hope you have a wonderful Thursday. And,
How many cinnamon rolls am I freezing?
You made 12?
12.
There's 10 left?
10 left.
All of them.
All of them?
I don't know. We'll have one more maybe. And
Okay.
then freeze 8. Mr. Gameboy said, have you decided on what's next? Yeah, let's just say I have an idea. But for now, we must stay focused on the current goal, which is Super Mario RPG. So, yeah. Alright, folks. Have a wonderful Thursday. Tomorrow night, an hour earlier, 7 p.m., we'll do it.
Super Mario RPG?
We'll do it with a new keyboard. I have no excuse. It's literally out of the box.